what I really want to hear you talk about is what got you through the 2 years to coming back. The doctors basically told you you'd never put 100 pounds over your head again, and yet you came back to hit some of those PRs. And that's pretty incredible. And I know myself, I might get a little tweak and the sky's falling. And, I see another athlete in the gym, they might stub their toe and, oh, the world's ending, but you had a serious injury. Just give us a little bit about that.
Okay, honestly, what I believe got me through it was as I was falling back and the weight snapped my wrists and it was rolling off me. My first thought was, I can't shake this off. Like this isn't. I didn't just tweak something in my shoulder or something where I can just give it a couple days. Like this is big, and I haven't experienced something like this before. I can't shake this off. But my next thought was, and I know for some people this will sound weird, but okay, God, how do you want me to act in this situation? And all these people are crowding around me. Everybody knew something wrong, just when something really bad just happened. And when I thought that, I saw these people around me, and I had a lot of just instant peace with everything. I immediately told people, like, make sure you save that video that was being recorded of me hurting myself. I didn't want that to be deleted. And we walked down to the sports medicine complex, and they took x-rays. And I was cracking jokes the whole time. It was kind of weird. My coach he was so upset. I felt so bad for him. He was really, really upset, and I was trying to comfort him kind of at the time. Like, it'll be okay. No, it's no problem. And or not no problem, but we'll be fine. And after about a couple weeks into the injury, I did realize I need to grieve over this because my career might very well be over. And I let myself kind of ask why. Why would this happen? Really kind of mourn over it, but then not to stay in that place and to realize, okay, what can I do in this moment? Like right now, while I'm 4 days out of surgery, what can I do to make it so I can make a comeback and lift weights again, if that's possible? It might not be possible, but if it is possible, I'm going to do everything I can to get there. And so what that involved was really laying out a plan of what would it look like to come back. Because I know it wouldn't look like taking off these casts and trying to lift right now. I'm 4 days out of surgery. That's not the move. What I should be doing is being extremely patient and hardworking and not like greedy or anxious to make a comeback. So what that involved was doing a lot of rehab, taking nutrition when I was just recovering. All I could do was sit there and let my body recover. So I was diligent on my nutrition there. When I started rehabbing, I did exactly what they told me, and no more or no less. I didn't want to push it too. I knew if I pushed it too quick, too soon, that could really hurt my chances of coming back. As I was making a comeback, I told myself I won't ever load more than 10 pounds more than I did last time on the bar at one moment. And then the next day will be off, no weight on the wrists. And then the next day we'll see how it goes. And I won't always improve it, but I limited myself to that, which meant it would be, a long time before I ever got up to my weights again. But that was what I kind of laying out those things. What do I need to do to make sure that I don't ruin my chances for coming back right now? Because the injury happened and I can't take that back. And so there's no point in dwelling in the past for that. I'm going to try to learn from the mistake there. I'm not going to do cleans where I strap myself into the bar for a max out lift anymore. And what can I do now in this moment? And I also knew that in the moment, it wasn't being negative and always looking back on my injury and, I wish this didn't happen, what wasn't going to help it either. So much of it is just really focusing on where am I trying to go now, not looking at the past. And I think that's what helped me stay positive, stay motivated, and take the baby steps I needed to go from lifting 2.5 pound weights overhead to 440 pounds overhead.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, thanks for that answer. I mean, that's the thing I think a lot of athletes can take away. There's an injury, the sky's fallen, and it's kind of gut check time. Are you going to just step back and rebuild a plan, or what's going to be in the future for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Thankfully, I didn't feel like if I can't come back to weightlifting, I mean, it's not how I want to end my career, but I'm not in control of everything. All I can do is these things right now. And if that doesn't pan out, then I have to be okay with that. Just so much of it is out of our own control. And like trying to make the Olympics, you can be one of the best lifters in the world, but you can still not make the Olympics because of things out of your control. And you just have to learn to be okay with that type of thing because it happens in things way more than just weightlifting.
oh yeah, oh yeah, very cool. Circle of influence.
Yeah.
But well, very cool, man. So thanks for taking the time to sharing those thoughts with us. Hopefully, we can get this poster around so everybody can see the takeaways from it. And anything you'd like to end with?
Nothing other than I really want to thank you for making this poster. I think it's a great technical training tool for gyms who are trying to communicate to a lot of people what good technique is, but also just for the individual and being able to visualize pictures out of the movement. Because when the movement happens, a good snatch happens in under a second, and there's so much going on. It's like watching a good golf swing. What am I looking for? I don't know what to be looking for. And this really shows you, here's some very key things to be looking for. And if you get good at looking at these specific things, you become a better athlete and a better coach.
Excellent. Cool. Well, thanks again.
All right. Thanks, Drew.